Hello. Okay, here we have another day of walking, and hopefully by the end, well, let me know if you guys can see me and hear me. Let me know if you guys can see me and hear me. I'm trying to get this to be stable, but hopefully. So you guys, like, what I wanted to talk about is it's interesting that people like feel like they have to become a creator. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Just put a thumbs up if you guys like. Put a thumbs up in the chat and say yes, or just something to so I know that you guys can hear me. But what I think is interesting is that a lot of people that want to become a content creator to then have a business or then to make money or to grow their audience, like whatever their reasoning is, people will say, well, I have to become a creator. Like I want to become a creator. How I was able to grow my page is understanding and stepping into the fact that I already am a creator. Like, let me, just to give you guys some specifics on this. If you cook, you're a creator. If you love to organize, like your kitchen, your bathroom, your bedroom, you're a creator. You decorate your bedroom, you're a creator. You got your car custom, whatever, you designed it and then had somebody like custom painted it, you're a creator. So once you realize, like you literally come to the realization that you are a creator, like all you have to do is share it. That's it. That's it. That's all. If you want to make money online starting today, literally, you could create an ebook in the next hour. Literally, you could even use AI if you wanted to. Use Canva, use AI, create an ebook, then get on live and share it. You can make money today. You could actually make $1,000 in one day today if you really wanted to. I'm not even kidding. I've done it before. You could create an ebook right now, create a roadmap, create a list for people to follow, get on your live and just sit on live all day and promote, right? Especially if you already have an audience, but if you don't, like, are you going to sit and watch Netflix all day? Are you going to sit and go to the bar all day? Might as well sit on live and talk about your ebook all day. Like, why not? Then you chop that up, sit on live, chop that up, and chop it up into 8-minute clips and post it on your YouTube, and there's your content. Like, it's so easy, you guys. Like the other day, I had a conversation about fitness in the Black community, especially in regard to women. I chopped that up. I actually could have chopped it up into smaller pieces, which I will. I'll probably do like 8-minute clips of that conversation, but it was a 2-hour conversation. It was worth my time. And what was I creating? I was creating connection. I was creating community. I was creating dialogue. Right? I'm already a creator. Hey, and advice: if only fat in my stomach, but the other is fat. Let me see. Advice: if I have fat, only fat in my stomach, but the other fat is fat free. I'm assuming you mean like you just want to basically focus on the fat that's in your stomach. So I didn't know this. I learned this from a master trainer. Okay. Our fat on our body is one huge sheath. Okay, so SHEETH, I believe, sheath. So you can't spot focus your fat. So if you want to burn fat, you have to burn overall body fat, and because you burn overall body fat, it will slim down your stomach. So for example, if you want to do a run walk on the treadmill, that will get your stomach down, because not only will it get your stomach down, but it'll get your overall body fat down. So you know when people are doing crunchies and they're doing what are they doing? Like just all these different variations of ab workouts, and then they're like, why am I not losing the fat? Well, you're building the muscle under the fat of your abs. You're not like burning the fat off. So you know, if you notice like a lot of like Olympic runners that run fast, like for a short burst of time, and they run fast and their bodies are like shredded, it's because they're burning fat. And then as a result of overall body fat, they have no stomach fat. Okay, so if you want to burn overall body fat, start walking on high incline. Either do run, walk, try to run, do sprints. So try to run as fast as you can for like 30 seconds and then walk for a minute. Run as fast as you can for 30 seconds, walk for a minute. Okay. Another thing you can do is HIIT cardio workouts. HIIT cardio. All right. So HIIT cardio is burpees, ball slams. You could do jump squats. So like stuff where there's like a little bit of resistance in there, but it's going to get your heart rate up. You'll burn overall body fat, and because you're burning overall body fat, you essentially end up burning your stomach fat. Your diet, it's number one is your diet. Intermittent fasting, okay? Green tea has been known to speed up your metabolism. Green tea, okay? Slow sled push-ups under control. Yeah, that's a good one too. So just like anything with resistance, you can also, if you want to reduce your belly fat, also too, make sure to like the video. Let's get this out to more people so we can have a nice conversation, get more people in here. But if you do anything with resistance training, so just type in resistance training like in AI or in Google, and a ton of workouts will pop up for you that you could just follow. You can even ask AI, say, AI, I want to lose belly fat. Give me a 15-minute workout that's going to help me lose my fat in my stomach. You might even see the AI say, you know, about the spot reduction. You can't really do that. So, but nonetheless, it'll still bring up something. So just type in AI, give me a 15-minute breakdown of the exact workout I should do to burn belly fat, and then you could follow that routine. Just put on your favorite music, follow that routine. If you're not subscribed yet, also make sure to subscribe to the channel. Okay? Also, too, how I lost 30 pounds, get my ebook. It's down in the description. That's the exact way that I lost my weight. Okay? It's www.embodypursuit.com. It's easy. I've been doing it for 10 years. I've been able to keep off 30 pounds. I'm 5'7" in height, and I'm 130. I just weighed myself this morning. I'm 135.8 pounds. 135.8 pounds. So I want to like get rid of some of the water weight. So another way to get water weight too, sometimes like you don't really have fat. Like it seems like it's fat, but sometimes it's just water weight like being held in your stomach. Okay, so you want to drink water to then flush it out. Let me see what you guys. I'm gonna read your guys' questions on here, so that way I'm not like squinting and. Also, too, if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. So, okay, let me see here. Okay, so I'm just gonna read your guys' questions. All right. Just eat meat, eggs with a little green, some carbs. Yeah, that's true. That's a good one. Yeah, like some carbs is good because you need the energy to be able to do like the high intensity workouts, but you gotta really understand what that word some is very, very important, because sometimes people would think that some means 100 grams of, like bread, and I'll have a bagel in the morning, and then I'll have a sandwich with 2-piece slices of bread, and then at night I'll have garlic bread. I mean, that's just a lot. That's a lot of carbs in one day when you're not like working out on a major level, especially depending on your age as well, right? So like, you don't need to eat 3 rounds of bread. So, maybe 1/2 bagel in the morning after your workout, before your workout, whatever your preference is. There's so many studies on both. Regardless, you do need a little bit, but you do want to like cut that down. And again, I talk about that in my ebook guide. Like, I personally was able to lose 30 pounds very easily with cutting carbs way down, because I started to tap into my own fat for energy. If you think about it just on a logical level, if you eat a donut and then you go walking, your body's going to use the donut. It's not going to use the reserve that's already sitting on your stomach, right? Why would it use the reserve? It has all the sugar rush from the donut as energy, right? What's my hair routine? So my hair routine is nothing. It's just like this. I just wake up and it's like this. I'm kidding. No, but like this little bitch. So it's a lot. It's a lot. It has to do with internal first, external after. Internal is, if you do not eat protein, forget about your hair. If you don't have fruits, vegetables, like whole foods in your diet, your hair will not be strong. You might be able to get away with it for a little bit in your 20s and 30s, but as you continue to spend more years on the planet, as you continue to age, forget about it. Your hair will start to thin out. Your hair will start to fall out. You'll see. So, protein is a big deal. I really make it a huge priority, because protein is made up of amino acids. Okay, so type that in ChatGPT if you don't know if it's too confusing. It took me a while for it to all click. Protein is made up of amino acids, like tiny little blocks that make up the protein. So we're essentially made up of a bunch of amino acids. If you don't replenish that, like there's nothing to keep building the human. Like you're going to start to deteriorate faster. Okay, so me having my hair at the length that it's at now is because I upped my protein. I literally sneak in protein. So I'm going to get to the shampoo and the conditioner and all that in a second. But like, I was always doing the shampoo and the conditioners and the oils and stuff, and my hair would always stay right here. Always. The switch was the combination of the shampoo and conditioners and oils, which I'll tell you in a second, plus the foundation of what I'm putting into my body. Okay? So chia seeds, flax seeds. If you like nuts, almonds, pistachios, they have a pretty decently high amount of protein per serving, but be careful because it's high in calories, okay? But it's a good source of fat and a decent source of protein, okay? I always try to sneak in flax seeds and chia seeds into everything. Hemp seeds is excellent. I always make sure to have a full amount, like 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds on my salads. Okay, you can also put hemp seeds in a shake, chia seeds in a shake, a protein shake. Okay, legumes. So I'm vegan, so you can meat, fish, eggs, chicken, turkey. Make sure you're just like having a really, really solid a really solid, clean meat. Like not like just any old trash meat from like the Dollar Tree. Like make sure you just put some effort. Okay. So look up, if you want, type in ChatGPT your favorite food. Say, ChatGPT, my favorite foods are X, Y, and Z. Give me a meal list of things I can eat to end up having 100 grams of protein at the end of the day. And it'll run you a list. Do that, and it'll give you ideas on what to eat. If you really look at your day and you're only having about 30 grams of protein, 40 grams of protein, your hair's not going to grow. So now, as far as what I do when it comes to my oils and my shampoo, you have to take care of your scalp, number one. If you don't have good scalp health, the rest is not good. Like that's where it's coming out of. So that's number one. And how I do that is I always make sure to do scalp stimulation. So if you want an example of that, go to YouTube, type in scalp stimulation follow along videos. And there's women on there showing how they stimulate their scalp. But you essentially can take a brush or your fingers and literally take about 5 minutes when you're in the shower every day and just like massage your scalp. Where I got this from is I used to see my stepmom do this. I'm half Punjabi, so in ancient Indian culture, they've been like doing scalp stimulation with their hands for millennia. So I'd always see that. And so now that there's like this whole like, oh, scalp stimulation tools and all that, you can just do it with your hands, but there is some good tools out there. Sometimes I'll take this brush that has like nice spokes on it and like stimulate my scalp. Next thing is I use mane and tail. Okay, mane and tail shampoo. That's the one that I use. I use a ton of oils on my hair. Castor oil, jojoba oil. I'll use vitamin E oil on my ends. I'll use, you also want to make sure to put oil on your, scalp as well, okay? So those are the main things. Water. You got to make sure you're staying hydrated. Okay. My favorite grocery store in LA, it probably would be Lazy Acres. I love going to Lazy Acres. I love Sprouts. I love Whole Foods. And Erewhon, it's not that serious though. It's super expensive, but they do have like high quality products there. Just reading what you guys are saying. I hope you guys are also using this as an example to make sure you get at least your walk in. I pulled something here, but it's back normal now. Like I'm back ready to go. So I'm at least getting my 10,000 steps in a day, right? So I'll do an hour and a half walk right now, and then I'll do another one tonight, and then that'll be my walking for the day. Super easy, right? Like people are like, oh, I can't get 10,000 steps on it. When you're on your off day, there's no excuse not to get your 10,000 steps in. Zero. Yeah, no, it's live. It's live. Everyday muscle. Yeah, it's live. I'm here. Like we're here together right now. Let's see. Not much getting ready. Okay. Thanks. I remember Lazy. Yeah, Lazy Acres is really dope. Like it's kind of like a little bit smaller. I feel like if Sprouts and Whole Foods had a baby, it's Lazy Acres. That's like kind of, it's a little bit smaller, really, really awesome on the go food, like super fresh, super fresh. It's a little pricey, but to me, I don't even think about the price. I don't. Like I would rather buy good quality food over Jordan's. I would rather buy good quality food over happy hour drinks that are disgusting blue and red and orange colored weird drinks. I would rather buy healthy, high quality, tasty, amazing, delicious, fresh food rather than spending a ton of makeup, money on a ton of makeup of the same lipstick that's barely the same, like 1 degree difference in shade, right? Like I really like after my bills are paid, it goes food quality first and then everything after that, right? You put, yeah, this thing right here, like I could not do this. Like I could not do that. So now I can like do it with ease. So um, I I do micro workouts throughout the day. 200 pounds of sand for 20 bucks. You get 5 pounds for each. Best workout alternative. Yeah, that's a good idea. 50 pounds for each. $5. So like meaning like, okay, so you can like, instead of buying weights, like investing in expensive weights, you just do like the sand. Is that what you're saying? Which is great. There's no excuse, guys. There's no excuse. Like to be honest, you guys, there was a podcast I was watching and they said that they were saying that the gym is technically almost like processed food, which made a lot of sense to me because there wasn't gyms 150 years ago. Fitness, like movement, was incorporated into the lifestyle of a human. So now, because everything is so sedentary, we can get groceries delivered. We don't walk anywhere. We can Uber everywhere. We don't have to walk outside. Like, that's why you guys, sometimes you'll see me walking, because I'm like, why would I could go walk. I can go Google a beautiful park in LA. There's hundreds of them. Or like a really cool place to walk around in LA and walk for an hour rather than just be in the gym. But today I'm on a timeline, so I didn't have time to like go and like try to find a park today. But you guys have seen me go live where I do go on a park or go on a walk at the park. And it's been so fun doing that because I've been able to work out, not think about it. You don't need to do, it's free, okay? I've been able to stumble upon really, really cool coffee shops and cool moments with people, right? Like cool moments with families and elders and, just like living life. The gym is more, even though we're all here together, it's like everyone's like plugged in, right? So just something to think about, and it kind of like switches up your energy from always doing the same repetitive thing. In Japan, kids walk to school, no buses, which is cool. Sadly, yeah, it's true. I used to walk to school. When I was talking to my mom about this, like, I can't believe she used to let us, me and my brother, I would be 8 years old. No. So I was in fourth grade and my brother was in kindergarten. Yeah, he was in kindergarten. I was 8, he was 4. I was 9, he was 5. But still, we were super young. We would walk a mile by ourselves. Just me and him. Just me and him. No, there wasn't any like school guardian watching from afar, nothing. We would just get up, have our, my mom would make sure to get us ready. And I think that, yeah, it's like we would leave at the same time. Like she would go to work and like it was like normal. And you would see other kids walking too. Like it was like, we would see other kids, like we were all just walking to school together. But like, yeah, guys, it was like, maybe like 3/4 of a mile. But it was like we walked and it was no one even thought one thing about it. Even you guys walking as a 14-year-old young girl, like I would walk to high school all the time. My mom actually had to just trust that I went to school. She just had to like believe that I went to school because she had to get to work in downtown. So she had to leave earlier than me, and she just had to trust that I was going to get up, get ready, you know, like get my backpack, like take a shower, like do all that, and go and walk to school. And the school wasn't that far. It was like maybe 2 blocks. But like she had to trust that I was doing that. And when I think about it, I'm like, I was 14. I would not let my 14-year-old daughter walk 2 blocks by herself now. I just wouldn't. But yeah, I was walking to school at a very young age. Because crime wasn't bad back then. The world is, yeah, it was. It was like in like the community. It was like everybody. It was like familial, like family oriented. It was clean. We did have a neighborhood watch program, so maybe there was people kind of like watching, but like me and my brother didn't realize it. Maybe there was people kind of like just kind of keeping an eye, you know, on the kids and this, you know, maybe there was, but it's rare now. Like if I saw a 9-year-old and a 4-year-old, 5-year-old walking down the street, I would like pull over, and then they probably would think I was trying to kidnap them. You know what I mean? Like, but I would pull over and be like, "Are you guys okay? Like, where's your parents?" I would think that was odd now. Every day must know there wasn't anyone watching. I mean, yeah, like it just was like part of the culture. It wasn't kids being by themselves walking to school. It wasn't odd. Now it would be odd to see that. So like I feel like it would catch my attention. Like so, I do still see high schoolers walking to school, but I notice that they're walking to school in groups. Like it's rare when I see a very young 13-year-old girl, 14-year-old girl like walking to school. But I do see them in like packs of 10, packs of like 12, which I think is that's fine, you know. I mean, sort of, again, depending on the area that you're in. Same with my sister and brother, we would walk to school and back different times. And then we just knew, you know, don't get in the car with anybody. Like, you know, we were just instilled with like those safety precautions. And we had our little route. And like, but I'm just like, when I think back, I'm like, how? Like, I have nieces and nephews now. And I look at them and I'm like, there's no way. But like it was normal for my mom, it was normal for my grandma, so like it was just like generational. Trevor says we learned how to spend money early going to supermarket. Yeah, that's so true. So true. Even like going up to the ice cream man truck, knowing how to, you know, pull out my 25 cents. I used to love to get the it was like the mango chili lollipops. The mango chili. When the area that I lived in was like at like one stage of my life for like 1 year was like mainly Hispanic, so they had the bomb candy. Like everything was like mixed with chili, fire. I had my little quarter, boom, boom, boom. I knew exactly what it would be, and you would also have these like weird, like I don't know if they were olives, like chili olives or something. But it was like a pack of like these interesting chili things. So I would get my lollipop and I would get like those chili olives. I would be set. But that's a good point. We sure did know how to, you know, use our coins. I'm so glad I got to be here for your live. I'd be so busy. Oh, welcome, rock on. Happy you're able to tap in. Also, too, for anyone that's just joining, make sure to tap the like button. Make sure to subscribe. We just chit chat. This is like a break. This is like a safe zone and a break from all the weirdness, all the trash, all the politics, all the women and men fighting on the internet, all the feminist movement, all the hate women movement, the red pill movement. This is a whole break from all of that. We actually have discussions over here. We're chill. There might be some opposing arguments, but we actually talk it out. We want to get to resolutions over here. This isn't like an entertaining channel where like I just get on everybody and gossip about everybody. It's like this is a community of people that are just like, what up? How's the week, you know, been going? how's life, what's your fitness looking like, what's your self-development looking like, how's your YouTube channel going. It's like that. I wish I had the confidence to go to the gym. Maybe I could drop a PTSD for the confidence, but yeah. So it depends on where you're at, how serious you want to take it. But I also had gym anxiety with the weight training. I was not confident weight training. I hired a master trainer, so I was okay going to the gym and like getting on the Stairmaster and like going on the elliptical, going incline. I would like in a scared way, like hope nobody would see me. I would grab weights and like go in the corner and like be lifting the weights wrong. So finally, I just was like, well, actually, I was wanting to hire a trainer, and it was like kind of divine timing because this trainer in the gym came up to me. He's like, hey, what are your goals? And I was like, I really want to like get tighter. I want to learn how to build muscle. I want to like lift my glutes. Like, I want to get some more definition in my arms. Like, I just want to like be fit, you know? And so I was with him for 8 months, trained with him for 8 months, twice a day. And, twice a week. We would do, sometimes it was like 2 full body days, or it would be like 1 whole lower body day and then another upper body. And I have that whole journey. I still have video that I need to upload, but if you type in master trainer, so that got me way more confident. Like nobody could say anything to me now. You guys, there was a guy that came up to me and was like, I was doing like a RDL or something. Mind you, I had the training, right? So now it's just you permanently are practicing. Like you never stop getting better at like practicing your workouts, right? So I'm not like a master, like I'm not a certified trainer myself, but I like, you know, I feel confident enough to like do what I've learned, right? So he came up to me and he's like, hi, I've been training for, 20 years. And, the workout that you're doing is really targeted for your hamstrings, but because, RDLs, you could do it targeted to your hamstrings or you could do it targeted to your glutes. But he's like, technically, they've always been meant for your hamstrings. Maybe that's true, maybe it's not. Because the guy looked like he was like maybe in his later 50s, like, but he looked really good for his age. But you could just tell he had that like older presence. And I'm like, no, like because I know I was trained, so I was like, I understand what you're saying, and I was like, but I'm actually doing this set on purpose to target my glutes, right? But if I didn't hire that trainer, I would have been like super intimidated. I would have stopped my workout. And he was like, yeah, can I show you? And I was kind about it. Like he came over, he had the heart of like kind of seeming. I'm gonna be honest, I have really high intuition, like high discernment and intuition as well. And I feel like it was a way to try to talk to me, which is fine. But like it was kind of like also belittling at the same time. So, kind of like the bro, like, yeah, what are you doing? So he's like, yeah, let me show you. And so what he was doing, I know what he was doing, but I guess you could call it hinging at the hips, and bending my knees a little bit deeper, not to mess up, not to where my back would start to get activated, because you don't want to activate your back when you're doing your RDLs, but just enough to where it was hitting my glutes, right? But again, I knew that detail because I hired the trainer. So bottom line is, if I hadn't have hired that trainer, it would have shot my confidence all the way down. And like if I would have just learned from like there's a girl that I'm watching right now that's like doing RDLs or whatever. She's like targeting more of her hamstrings. But it's like, and again, like I said, it's probably true, but you can literally type in RDL to target glutes and the workout will come up. It's just a matter of like how deep you go with your knees or whatever. So anyways, bottom line is, let me see what you're saying. I wish I had, it's the people I'm going to be around. They might not mean any harm, but my body goes into fight or flight, worried people would come up to me. Yeah, I feel you on that. Looking to start going back to gymnastics, see if that helps me. That's a really good idea. Do something. That's the number one. I always tell people that if you can find something that you love, like I know eventually when I'm like in my 70s, I'll probably still do weight training and dancing. Like if you could do tennis, dancing, gymnastics, like Pilates, yoga, like do what is going to make you be consistent. And usually if it's something that you already enjoy, then you'll be consistent. So a lot of times what we'll see is like girls on the internet are like, you know, super shredded and doing all these elaborate gym workouts. And you know, it can look motivating and inspiring, but then when you go to the gym, you're like, I don't feel like I'll ever be on that level. I would rather encourage someone who doesn't care to ever be yoked or like get shredded or whatever. You just want to be active. That's such an excellent idea. Do the gymnastics. Everybody must, because I remember being able to. Wait, I remember being able to. Oh, be spanked by aunts and uncles. If they spanked me, then I get another when I got home. I remember those days too. Now, like as an aunt, I will not touch my nieces and nephews. If there's anything that they do, I go straight to their dad, which is my brother. Nope, I will not. Actually, I got into it very badly with a family member, and so bad, actually, to be honest with you guys, that I'm still not talking to that. I have zero drama in my life. But that's the one thing. We're like cordial, but it was over. It was a certain family member, kind of with the old school mindset of like, I'm in relation. I'm not gonna like say too specific with the relation, but I'm in relation to this child, so I'm gonna spank them and hit them, like we used to get spanked back in the day. So I saw that, snatched up the particular kid in my family, went off on him, and I have not talked to that family member since, and it's been like 3 years. And we had a quick discussion about it at that moment, but this person was so old school that like they thought I was just being disrespectful, because they still like looked at me like I am technically younger than them, but like looked at me like I'm a child, and it's like I'm almost 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? So, and like it's just not appropriate. Some of the things, like some of the level of spanking is kind of like a residual effect of slavery, which a lot of us didn't want to admit until like now we're having these conversations. But it's not normal to beat on your kids like that. I get spanking or like tap, like doing a quick little, appropriate, like putting them in order real quick to like save their life, or like, hey, like I don't need you to touch the stove because you can literally burn your hand off. So you kind of want to like, you know what I'm saying? Like it makes sense, but there's how we used to get beat back in the day, like was crazy. I still have flashbacks and trauma from it. What's interesting too is I never got spanked or whooped by my mother or my father, not once. So maybe that's why I can see that it can be done, because I wasn't spanked, but my grandma beat me and my brother and my cousin. We have this. The only thing I think that's healing about it is that we have the stories to like laugh about it. But we used to get beat. We were, my grandma she had a paddle. She literally got this paddle. She wrote the law on it, and she put it up on the wall. She got a nail, and she hooked it onto the nail, and she said, anytime you guys act out of line, which I just feel like if we breathe, we were out of line, she would take the law, it was up there, she would take it down, and that was like, we were happy to get the law, because that was like softer than the switch that she had. She had a switch, and the old school, go out and get a branch, go out and get a switch, pull off a twig from the tree, pull off something from the tree, and pull it, and she'd be like, you go pick it, and then we would try to pick a small one, and then we would get in trouble for picking a small one, and she would go out and get a huge one. Like, that's crazy. Like, you're gonna beat me and slice me open for like having the TV a little loud? Like, it's just like, that's not cool. So, and then my mom got like beat from my grandma too. So like, she didn't really have like the strength. I don't want to call it strength. It's just like, it was so embedded in our culture. So she didn't even think like to say, Mom, chill out, But my mom was just like, I never wanted to do that with you guys. But like, it just, it was generational. Because my great grandma used to whoop them, you know what I mean? And then it just was like trickle down, trickle down, trickle down. Oh yeah, the switches, because they'll get you, they're spin, and it just like a certain sound, it would hit you in a certain way too. Certain sound, it would get you. And then really, half the time, it was just because they were mad. It wasn't even because we needed to get hit like that. It was because they were just frustrated or mad about something else. And then it's like we would then be the beating, the punching bag for it, the switch bag for it. Stop hiding. You were probably... No, I was actually a really good kid. I was a really good kid. You know what's interesting about my upbringing is that I'm the oldest of everybody. So like the oldest sibling, the oldest cousin. I was the first grandchild on both my mom and my dad's side. So like I was my father's first child and my mother's first child. I do have an older cousin. I'm like in India or whatever. But you guys just see what I'm saying. It's like on my black side, I was the oldest of like all the cousins, all the siblings. So it was me, and then the next person in close proximity to my age was an adult. It was like I was born, so I was like 3, and then the next person close in age to me in my family was 25. So like I was just like around adult energy for the first 4 years of my life with no other kids around. I kind of feel like that's why I am the way that I am, because I didn't really have to interact with like babies like that. I mean, of course, like little like birthday parties, like from my mom's coworkers, or like my mom had a best friend at the time, and her son was like a year older than me. So sometimes they would have like play days, but as far as every single day in the household, I'm 4 years older than my brother, and my other sister that pops on here all the time, she's 3 years younger, but we didn't live under the same household growing up. I always visited. So even then, like it wasn't perpetual. Like it was kind of like a treat to be around other kids. That's how I felt at the time. Like it was like, ooh, I'm gonna be around another kid. So I love these chats on the treadmill. Yeah, they're chill, right? It's chill, no pressure. We're just in here like chit chatting, reminiscing. My parents never hit me, but my teachers. Oh, you know what? I think I did get hit from one teacher, and my mom pulled up so quickly at the school. That lady was in tears. She's from New York, I remember. And I don't think she hit me. I think she grabbed me and like threw me in the back of the class. I think she was like kind of racist, to be honest, because I had like excellent grades growing up. So I don't know. Maybe I was annoying. Maybe I did annoy her or something. And she was like an older woman. Now that I'm where I'm like the season of life I'm in, at the time that teacher was like in her 50s. So I don't know if she's going through menopause, but like she was like oddly mean, like just a little extra mean. So see. Hope you had an amazing Valentine's Day. Back on your grind. Yes. Very peaceful Valentine's Day. What time is it? Oh, wow. It's already been 50 minutes. Stop chewing gum? Why? It keeps me, is it annoying? It's probably annoying to watch. I could see that. I'm assuming. But it probably won't stop everyday muscle because it's just like, it keeps me going. It's giving me energy to keep going. You know what I mean? I'm kidding. And too, if you chew gum, if you want to get like a more chiseled jaw, chew gum. Okay, let's see. Did you already touch on the title? Yeah, I did touch on the title, but we could talk about it again. Like, what was the title again? What did I put? Okay, yeah. So let me circle back around to it because I know that there's like people popping in and out. So I'm happy to touch on it again. So when you're starting your YouTube channel, or you can apply this to anything. Okay, you can apply it to anything. But I'm going to use the example of a YouTube channel. A lot of times people will say, I need to become something in order to start it, right? So they'll say, I need to become a creator and then I can have my YouTube channel, or I want to become a content creator. You guys, we are already creators. Like, if you did your hair, I created this style, right? Like, I didn't create the braid, but I created this style today on my hair, right? If you put together outfits, you created an outfit. You're a stylist, right? If you decorated your home, you created a beautiful ambiance. Like, throughout the day, we're already creating. The only difference is that we don't press the on button. That's the only difference. So every day I'm having ideas, let's just say every day I'm talking to somebody, right? Like in my fitness class. And we created a collaboration, a connection, right? Like, we created a moment where we can work, like, even with verbal, like, it doesn't even have to be physical. So we're always creating. We're creating ideas. We're creating thought processes. We're creating strategies. Like, we're creating our day, our schedule for the day. Like, I need to plan out my schedule. That's where you're really creating your schedule for the day. So the more you can just remember, not you specifically of Sable, but like just for everybody, the more we can realize, like, oh wow, this is the content right here, and just press on. I'm telling you, that is going to be the easiest way to grow your channel. The easiest way. Even if you want to grow your business, if you're like, gosh, I really need more marketing material, right? I need more marketing material. Well, if you just record yourself when you're helping someone, or you're selling, or you're creating your product, like, a lot of times people love watching the process of how the product was made. Well, all you need to do is press the on button. You already created you're going to create the product anyway. So why not press the on button? So basically, it's like, that's my biggest pushback for anybody. The more you can just push the on button, is the more you'll shift, kind of like do this identity shift into realizing that you're already a creator. You're just now growing a channel. Like, you're just growing a community. You are being consistent with building your business, right? Like, but you're the creator. You were already born the creator. Does that make sense? Color you this. Ciana Morning. When you're multi-passionate, when do you press the on button? What stays on your camera roll? So honestly, a little bit of everything. I actually record as much as I can. And I'm like, how can I shapeshift this into like something that makes sense for my channel? Some of the content I have, it doesn't make sense for my channel. So that's why I created 4 other channels that I don't, I mean, you know, if they get monetized one day, cool. But like, I want to be able to, like, for example, I might repost a hair video like of me talking about my hair. But if I ever like do a whole tutorial of my hair, I don't know if I'll post it on this channel. I might post it on my Life with Ciana channel, where it's just like talking about women stuff or just talking about stuff in general, like not really diving deep, just kind of like surface level stuff. But I record as much as I can because you just never know when you can turn that into content. Also, people really underestimate recording something and then doing a voiceover. So you guys see like some of my last posted videos, they're more vlog style, but it's me teaching YouTube content than me going to an event. And then I have the vlog version, like an extended vlog version on my other channel, where I talk about where I talk about like the event that I went to, and like the location and like the food we ate and stuff like that. But then I'll have that vlog on here, but it'll be like 3 steps to grow your YouTube channel. But you're really watching my vlog, but I'm teaching you something at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So just starting to layer things, getting creative. We're already creative. Like we were born creative. We came out of the womb wanting to like play with colors, play with flowers, play with rocks, build rocks together, like stack rocks, stack sticks, like, you know, position the pillows in the living room in a way that looked like a house. Like we were born with this, like, I mean, to me, you know, like we were created in God's image, and God's image is a creator. He created the heavens and the earth, right? So we are created in God's image, who is a creator. So it's primitive. It's in us. We just have to press record and press post. And then over time, things get better, you know? You know what? Oh my God, that's so funny. Everyday muscle that you said that. Today I was thinking about doing that. I'm going to see how I feel, but I was thinking about either going to this event, or because I need to like just really like get extra tight on some of my cleaning stuff. Like I like when things are like really in their home, and like especially my makeup. And my makeup is kind of starting to get like out of order, and I don't like that. And I was like, I think I might just like go live and chit chat and get my like we could be talking about life, or talking about nutrition ideas, or losing fat ideas, or muscle ideas, or intermittent fasting ideas. Like we could be talking about stuff, but while we're doing something that we would already be doing. Like for example, I'm gonna start trying to do more lives of me walking, because I walk a lot throughout the day. But then what I'll do is I'll listen to a podcast, and I'm like, why don't I just like go live? And then what I've been doing is taking some of these lives, take a clip of it, 20-minute clip of an hour video, and then that's my long form. And I get it, guys. Look, like if something is working on your channel already, don't do exactly what I'm doing if something's working on your channel. But like I'm okay with the fact that YouTube hasn't nailed it yet with like being able to have a very clear like something about like streaming isn't super clear, but I'm okay with that. Like if somebody bypasses my page because it wasn't shot in like 4K, I understand, because that's, you know, you want to take into account the viewer experience, but I'm also meeting myself where I'm at, right? The bandwidth, yeah. And I'm okay with that, you know, like I'm okay with just clipping it and then like putting like the captions somewhere right here on the screen where it pops up right here, and then like calling it a day. Like for example, there's kind of the conversation that we had the other day about fitness in the Black community. By the way, it doesn't matter if this person is on or not. I don't really care, but it was an interesting comment. This woman said, well, let me finish what I said real quick and I'll go back to that. I clipped that and now it's trending. We're starting to do like a trend. Like people are following People are subscribing to me from that video. And you guys, it was just incorporated into something I already did. I didn't overthink it. But one of the ladies was like, pretty much like, I'm not able to speak on like the Black community experiences when you're not full Black, essentially. So I thought that was interesting. What do you guys think about that? Because I'm half Punjabi, I'm half Black, my mom is Black, and my dad is Punjabi, he's from a state in northern India. So because I'm technically DNA-wise like 50-50, which to me I'm just 100-100. Like I don't just eat half Indian food and half Black cultured food, right? Like I'm just a human being that has a mix of DNA, right? And so I just thought it was interesting. Yeah, the comment was, and I'm not like against that comment. I just wanted to see what you guys thought. So she said, I'm assuming it's a she. Okay, so it's from Sidology. No, not Sidology. My bad. Hold on. Where is it? Okay, it's from Montina. Just Montina. So you're getting a shout out. This is what she said. As I get older, I often wonder if 50%. She said, as I get older, I often wonder if you're 50% one thing and 50% another. How can you claim to be 100% of something with your messaging? You think differently, and that's okay. You're not truly a Black woman giving Black commentary. Your experiences are different. What do you guys think about that? Should I talk about issues in the Black community if I'm half Black? Should I or should I not? What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that? Patrick says, that's nonsense. You can speak on your own experiences. Yep. That's her opinion. She's allowed to have that. Yep. That's so unkind. It's then and unfair. I think she was jealous of your beauty. I appreciate it. We would not know if you didn't tell us. That's true. I agree with that part. I agree. Because I look like a Black woman. So that was someone who was mad because you're pretty and your hair is long. Oh my God, once again, a bitter person. Keep talking about being a Black woman, just bitter. And and this is what's interesting about the particular video that she commented on, because in the beginning of the video, I specifically said, this is a video about fitness for women in the Black community. I came across this article that this man was talking about, and I said, it caught my attention because I'm a Black woman. I said, well, and I'm half Punjabi, but I'm a Black woman, and da 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 da. So I never really claimed being full Black, right? Like I didn't claim like I'm a Black woman and like not even acknowledging that I'm also half Punjabi. And the reason why I also was like, okay, let me just, kind of see her perspective is because you guys, I don't have, like when I get out of the gym right now, like I don't have to go like, get my hair done and spend thousands of dollars. The most amount of money I spend on my hair is about $20. Like I spend about $35 a month on my hair with my shampoo and my oils. That's it. So like I empathize in one degree of like understanding that different grades of hair, depending on the standard of hairstyle that you want, is going to require. But then also too, it's like my mom's the same way. She's a full Black woman, so she has, her grade of hair is like the traditional grade of hair of a Black woman. So, but she only spends about $30-$45 too because she's comfortable with how she was born, right? Like, so it kind of comes down to like self-love and self-worth. Like my mom doesn't feel like she has to spend thousands of dollars on a weave because she's comfortable in her skin with her textured hair. So I also talked about that in the video. So, you know, because that was one of the things it said in the article. It said that Black women don't necessarily, like, they shy away, some, not all, some Black women, like some sectors of Black women will, they will choose not to work out because, why is this freezing? They will choose not to work out because of their hair grade. And so I acknowledge that. I didn't want to take away from that, you know, but I also think, like, it's also disrespectful to also kind of belittle the 50% that I am, you know, because I still have a Black experience in this life, right? Like, I'm still moving through life having the Black experience. So I'm not necessarily getting extra privileges because I only spend $35 on my hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not getting extra, I don't know, like moving up in a company because my hair, you know what I'm saying? It's like I was still being looked at like, oh, they didn't care that it was 50%, nothing. Like, it was just the macrocosm of the world is looking at this. Do you see what I'm saying? So I just thought it was interesting. Again, you know, people can have their perspectives, people can have their opinions. I don't shut down where she's coming from. I must spit my gum out. I don't shut down where she's coming from. I can see her lens, but I also think she also hasn't been in my body where even though I am half, I also still am perceived as one thing. Do you see what I'm saying? So 1 hour already. Great. Oh yeah. I'm telling you guys, just get on. If I'm ever on live and you have a walking pad at home or you happen to be at the gym, get on the treadmill with me. Do you listen to let's see. Bar, it all comes down to self-love. Yep. I think it's important to talk about race and culture. I totally agree. I totally agree. Here's a twist. Do I, as a non-Black person, worry about dancing soul dance? I was worried to get hate, then thought I'm doing it because I enjoy dancing. Is it cultural appropriation? It's a very layered topic. I think it really comes down to, you know, I got to do more studies myself on the cultural appropriation thing. So everyone, you know, let me know what you guys think. But I think the cultural appropriation thing happens when you then are profiting off of it. So, like, say if you were soul dancing and then you were marketing it as you like, and I know you never would do this, and you never have followed your bliss. But like, there is people that are not of a certain culture, a certain race, but then they will take something, put it in a package, and then make it seem like it's their creation, and then they profit off of it. That's when I think but it's like okay, I'll put it like the opposite. Like, so say if I love to do salsa dancing, right? And I was like, I started like Ciana's salsa, and it's like it's my salsa, right? Like, that would be like almost like a level of appropriation if I wasn't giving any credit to where the source came from. And I just was like, yep, like salsa, and I'm making thousands of dollars and making it seem like I created the whole thing, right? So I think that's where it gets, but no, dance your heart out, do soul dancing till you transition to heaven, share your soul dancing, share, you know, get other people to do it with you. Like, it's a way to connect. Dancing is a beautiful way. Dancing and food of different cultures is a beautiful way for us to integrate, right? That's why there's fusion restaurants, fusion classes, like fusion dance classes, fusion, because we're like blending. That's the beauty of like being able to, because I live in like LA is a melting pot, so there's tons of fusions out here. But so that's my understanding of it. But what do you guys think about that? So facts, Ciana, give credit to the original creator. Yep, decided just to do it. Yeah, exactly. You could say, look, like I love, like if you're like, I love your traditional way of dancing. I love it. It gives me joy. Let's spread together. You know what I mean? Then yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You know. Um, it's almost like too, like if, sometimes I'll see like there was this page, I don't know if you guys have seen them, it's these 4 black guys, and they'll do different dances from all over the world, and they did like an Indian culture dance one time. I thought it was the dopest thing ever, like Punjabi dancing, and they're like these black guys from like, I don't know where they, maybe from Texas or something, I'm not sure where they're from, but they're from America, and they were doing this Indian dance, fire. It was like they nailed it, but they were giving like credit to the Punjabi people that created it, right? So like I love that. But now if those guys acted like we're gonna take these moves and we're gonna make it seem like like we came up with it, then that's where it would have been trash. They would have been whack. I don't remember. Does anyone know who I'm talking? I don't remember. I haven't seen them in so long. They were like really viral on TikTok and on Instagram, and I feel like I haven't seen them. They would dance in their garage. Someone like one of their garages. It was 4 of them, but I haven't. Now that I think about it, I haven't seen them in like 2.5 years, like trending on anything. And I didn't follow them. They would just happen to always pop up on like my For You page. Patrick says yes, like hip hop culture. Now everyone around the world is saying blacks didn't create. Oh gosh, yeah, that's where it does get muddy because like if you do take a style of doing something or a method of doing something or a cooking style or a cooking recipe, like if you do that and then it becomes popular, the masses think that the source really is from the incorrect source. So that's where it just gets sad, and like that's why a lot of people lose like their history, like the correct history timeline because of stuff like that. Pat says yes, but when it's Black American, the world copies it and doesn't give credit. Yep. For example, breakdancing was created by blacks like jazz, rock. Yep. But the world takes it exactly. And it's not like, let me pay homage to the South, like the blues starting in the South, or let me pay homage to, you know, people in the hood. Like, I don't really know where breakdancing originated from, but if I were to guess, it's like, when you're in the hood, like you only have a few options to entertain yourself. And if you want to choose a more positive one, dancing was a huge one. So breakdancing, really challenging yourself like in the hood, right? So it's like, it's like, we're not saying, hey, we're going to give New York, we're going to give Brooklyn homage to the breakdancing. Like did you guys see the breakdancing at the Olympics? The breakdancing at the Olympics was a joke. And you guys know I don't really say like abrupt things like that, but like that was like, I was shocked. YCM, hey, every time I'm in the gym, you're in the gym. Yep, we're synced up. Synchronicity. Follow Bliss says, I hope I can elevate some soul line dances so it's not closed loop to color, no longer an issue. We dance as one. Yeah, no, I love that. I love that. Again, as long as there's always like credit being given to the source, then I think everybody's fine with that. Like if I go on here, guys, let's just say for example, like the other day, I made a Mediterranean dish. If just by me saying that alone was me giving credit to the Mediterranean culture, that instead of me saying I came up with this dish, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, I'm doing a Mediterranean inspired dish. Now you can make a dish your own, or like if I was cooking Chinese food, but I'm like, it's clearly a Chinese dish, but I'm like making it seem like it's Ciana's creation. So as long as we're always giving credit to the source, even with one sentence, I think it would be better. I think it wouldn't be such a big deal, If you created it, show the footage. Where is this? The 80s Latin rap videos. Muscle bingo wasn't there. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Breakdancing men's winner from my hometown moving because as an Asian person, his folks wanted him to be a doctor. Oh yeah, yeah, I understand that for sure. That's also in the Indian culture too. They either want you to be a lawyer, a doctor, or an engineer. And if you're not one of those, you're kind of just like automatically like seen as. I think it's getting better, but the traditional Indian culture that I'm a part of, like in my sector of the Punjabi world, it is like they do really pay attention to your like what you do. Like me saying, "Oh, I run a YouTube channel," like they'd be like, like it's not cool, but I don't care. Now every country has drill rappers. It's cool, but acknowledge the originators. Yeah, that's true. Yep. Just that acknowledgement, right? Like that acknowledgement. Like I don't understand why that's so difficult. But see, you guys, God is always doing something because of the internet now. Everybody's getting busted out. Anyone that's done a cultural appropriation, there's so many receipts that are coming forward that everyone in that world has access to that you can't really get away with doing. Like it's really tacky if you're still trying to do that now. It's super tacky. Muscle nah, playing two cultures. Look at them abs. Absolutely fabulous. I'm trying to get them to pop more, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I do a lot. I do a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I do a lot because I just enjoy pushing myself. At this stage in life, you guys, I don't care about like looking better or looking youthful or trying to look beautiful is like I'm more mature now with that. Like not that you're saying this, but it's triggered me to talk about this. Like that's it's flipped, right? Like when you're younger, it's like, oh yeah, I want to try to keep up. I want to, be confident and like be beautiful and all that. Now it's like I want to challenge myself in the gym to get more skeletal muscle. I want to, eat healthier so that way I have clear skin. I have shining, radiant skin so that way, I can preserve what I have. I'm eating healthy food so my hair can grow nice and strong. Like, and I think like thinking about it the way that I do now, there's no like pressure or anxiety with it. Like I'm not like, oh my God, I have to have shredded abs. Like, and if I don't, then I'm not up to par. I'm not good enough. It's more like, hey, look, like I want to have a strong core and a strong back because I want to still be hiking and doing things. Like I still plan on having children one day by God's grace. It's like, and if I do, I would be a way older mom, right? So, I would be in my 60s and the kid would be like 15. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like I wouldn't want them to have a lower quality in life because I happen to have them when they were older. So I think about like things differently now, and then as a result, yeah, you want abs to be strong. You want abs to be able to like get out of the chair correctly. Like you don't want to be like, oh, hold on, guys, like help me up. Like I don't want to do that anytime soon. Anytime soon. But did your family ever frown on? I don't think my dad understands. Like I was like, yeah, Dad, I sell products online. I don't like. I think he finally gets it, but like I didn't really categorize it as like a YouTuber. He literally wouldn't get it. So I just categorize it as like I have an online business, which I do. I have a website. I do sell digital products, and I'm an affiliate marketer and all that stuff. So that's how it can click for him. But he'd be like, YouTuber? Like, what? Don't tell your family. Yeah, like, I don't even think I think I might show my dad my YouTube channel, like, one day. But, like, yeah, he has no idea I have a YouTube channel. My dad has no idea. No clue. And if he does, he hasn't told me, like, oh, I saw you on YouTube, you know? But my dad, like, when he's on YouTube, he's, like, listening to Butchins. Like, he's listening to, like, sermons in his religion. You know, he's not, like, searching up. Actually, I don't know. I mean, no. He's just searching up, like, religious stuff. I mean, technically, I'm not, like, in his head. I don't know exactly what he's doing when he's on YouTube. But, like, anytime I've seen him on YouTube, he's just listening to, like, Punjabi information or Sikhism information. But you guys think the Wright brothers invented the airplane? Oh yeah, no, yeah, that was it's not true. So see what I mean, Patrick? Because of information now, because of the access of information that we have, we can now learn that it really 99.9% of the inventions are not from the inventor that we know about. It's from a black person. Like, that's all coming out now. It's all coming out. That's what TikTok is good for. TikTok, there's so much information of busting out the original creators for black inventors. All that is coming. It's all coming out. Do I have butterflies in my stomach? No. Oh, I didn't know. So fireworks were created by Chinese. Okay, yeah, I didn't know that. That's cool. Also, too, if you've been here for a while, make sure to like the video. Make sure to like the video. Also, if you want to support the tribe, if you want to dive deeper with me and have deeper conversations about something like more personal, become a member. If you also just like want to support the channel, you like what we're doing over here, become a member. Right? I invite you to become a member. I think it's like $4.99 or $5.99, I believe. What I do is some of the videos, I won't post them in my public section. Some of them will first get shown to my members only. We have members only chats. I'm able to see your guys' comments. So if you guys message me, YouTube has it where the members only, I see their messages first. And you guys, now that my page is growing, I get hundreds of messages a day on all different kinds of videos. But if you're a member, it gets shot up to the top, right? So you have, and I check my messages, my comments. So become a member. I invite you to become a member. Definitely subscribe. Also, too, if you want to get my free downloadable, it's a free download, no money, free download. If you want to just get back right, like if you felt like you started off the year just like eating a bunch of crap, I did the reset for 30 days. If you didn't do it with me, you could still, it's not too late. So get the free downloadable. It's down in the description. Just want to call that out. Oh yeah, horrible. 4 years ago in the gym, horrible. Also too, I'm happy you brought that up, Everyday Muscle. My older content is going in the members only. I have 3,000 videos. I'm slowly, you guys are going to want to watch that while you can, unless you are going to become a member. You guys, I have embarrassing videos at the beginning of my journey on YouTube. So if you want to catch the embarrassment, you're going to have to become a member, because I'm putting a lot of those videos are going like from 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago even, it's going in my members. Because that's like, it's just literally cringy. So you got to pay $4, $5 to see the cringe. Yeah, those OG videos show Ciana been consistent for years. Yeah, that's why I'm not deleting them. So like people will still be able to see that I've been on YouTube posting, but if they actually want to watch the video, they'll have to become a member, because it's just too embarrassing for me. I'm like, should I just delete these? And I'm like, no, it just shows like the growth. Like it's like, it's my receipts, right? Like it's me showing proof that I always give Pally credit for this. I'm walking the talk. Like I'm literally walking the talk of what I'm preaching. So, but I'm like, okay, I'm still going to put some of them though. Some of them are too cringy. Older content, I've seen them all. They aren't that bad. Might be a little off angle, but it's cool. I mean, you know how we're more critical on ourselves. Sometimes I'm like, Ciana, you were looking crazy that day. Like you really were just going for it because you were looking extra wild. But I didn't care. I still didn't feel confident. You guys, do you guys know how many videos I've posted or times I've gone live and not felt confident in my looks? Most women go through this all the time. Like, but I just had to get over it. I just had to say, am I gonna really like spend the rest of my turn 75 years old and be like, okay, now I'm ready because I have my hair done? And I just was like, I have to just do it when I don't feel confident. And because of that, I'm so happy I did that, because it's not that I don't care. Some days, like, people will even be giving me compliments. And I'll be like, I don't know, I just feel like I have water weight in my face, or I just, or maybe that time of the month, when we go through things, and it's like I have a, acne or whatever. And I just was like, Ciana, you're a human being. So just turn the camera on. So just know that you guys see me on here all the time, and it might seem like I'm so confident and I'm, I have it all together. And it's like I'm still growing and figuring it out and still dealing with the normal human emotions of like not feeling confident every day. I'll be honest though, that's the beauty of aging. I do actually feel more confident, more so than not, because I'm like, I'm fulfilled in areas of my life where I wasn't before in my younger years. So it's like I don't really care if somebody has something to say about like looks or anything stupid like that. Like if someone's gonna pay attention to like my looks, like they don't actually want to transform. Like if they're gonna pay attention to my looks, they don't actually want to get in the gym and get their own body together. Like I'm here as a coach. You shouldn't be judging me up when you probably have all the same issues I have times 10, to be honest. So 1 hour, 20 minutes. Thank you, Patrick. I hope you're walking at a trail somewhere. Or no, I think you said you were working on some projects, but no, you'll have the proof that you looked young at almost 40. That's true. That's true. That's a good point. Everyday muscle. You're a natural born. I appreciate that. So let's see. What are we at now? Patrick says 120. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some lunch. What are you guys eating today? I'm debating. I'm debating if I'm gonna make something at home, or you guys. I love kava. Have you guys had kava? It's almost like a Mediterranean version of Chipotle. That's like my go-to. That is my go-to now. I love kava. It's so good and fresh. I might have that. I don't know. I might have kava, or I might go home and make like another version of that. I've been having, I don't know what it is right now, but like I've just been craving fresh vegetables, fresh raw salads. Like I don't know why. Like to me, a fresh raw salad these days has been sounding like it's a pizza. I don't know what it is. Fruit bowls, just cut up fruit. Pistachios, like my own little trail mix concoction that I've been making. Like just really clean whole foods. I don't know why I've been craving that lately. Usually, like last year, I was kind of like more balanced with like eating, cooked food and rice and garlic bread and all that, and pasta here and there. But this year, this beginning, like usually I do the reset for only 30 days and I'm back to normal. It's like going into the middle of February and I'm still following that reset guide, like 80% of it. I don't know what it is. Ooh, and I have been having some feta cheese. What are you guys gonna eat? I'm weird. Well, I'm gonna claim it as weird in a good way. I'm claiming it and stamping it as weird in a good way. So everyday muscle, are you telling me that you don't eat nothing green? I'm a little worried if you're not having anything green or anything like fresh. Cooked food is good, but we gotta also remember like to eat real food too. You don't have anything green in your system ever? I don't know about that. Chicken salmon salad. Ooh, that sounds good. I don't eat chicken or salmon, but that sounds really fresh and good. Green old bread. Oh my gosh. Well, just that's concerning. I'm not gonna lie. You need to be having your veggies. You need to have some veggies. Like period. You eat veggies, just not a lot. Okay, well as long as it's something. But yeah, no, veggies is what is gonna keep you looking preserved. It's not gonna be eating all the fried chicken, like fried stuff. Because when you cook things, depending on how long you let it sit or like the level of heat that you're cooking it on, you can actually speed up your aging because of like the way that we cook things, you know. So just a little food for thought. No pun intended. Food for thought. All right, guys, I'm gonna go get something to eat and do some stuff. So have a beautiful rest of your day, and thanks for tapping in. Make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed by now and you've been on this live. What are you doing? Subscribe, tap in with the channel, like the video. Also share. You guys, the sharing. If you want to support the channel for real, share one of the videos that helped you the most. Share it on your community tab for real. It really does help out the Embody Pursuit tribe. We need more communities like this where it's like we're not against each other. It's ethical. It's normal. We're able to have adult conversations. We need more. So make sure to do that. All right. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye.